time to unhaul and review the DVDs that I have recently watched. If you don't know what a DVD unhaul is, it's the opposite of a DVD haul, where I talk about the films that I've watched recently before I give them to a charity shop. So they're in no order, though I do think we're starting with one of the most spectacular films I have ever seen. This is Gravity. I am a die-hard Sandra Bullock fan. I'm a bit in love with her. And I was scared to watch this because somebody had spoiled the ending for me. They said such and such happened. So for years I've been trying to wait until I could get rid of that memory of the ending. Never did. Watched it. Turns out the way they said the ending was not what I'd expected. So it had the complete opposite ending to what I thought, which made for very interesting viewing. It is just cinematically, editorially, directorially, I may be making up words. I think this is one of the best films I've ever seen, and I love Sandra Bullock. There are a few Winona Ryders in here, and one of those is Little Women. Now, I love the story by Louisa May Alcott, but it is a little bit soft for my liking, not dark enough. But the film was very nice, and I really liked it. Wonderful performance from everybody, obviously including Winona Ryder. Nothing amazing, but if you're in the mood for a very warm and comforting film, I think Little Women's a good one. Freeze Frame was not what I expected, but it was brilliant. It's about this guy who was convicted of murder, and ever since then he has filmed every single second of his life to provide himself with a foolproof alibi. But then somebody comes into his life and things start to go a little bit wrong for him, and it's all about how he can get himself out of this situation. And fantastic performance from Lee Evans, very gripping, and I was so satisfied with the ending. For what I wanted for the ending was even more than I could have asked for. I loved it. Another Winona Ryder. This DVD case quality is very good. How to Make an American Quilt. It's all about these different women, obviously in America, telling their own life stories while they're making this quilt and how they all interweave. It's nice. It's lovely. It's nothing fantastic, but it's a nice little slice of life film. The only non-film in here, we have Rob Brydon live. I love Rob Brydon, one of my favourite comedians. He's so funny. This was the first time I'd watched his stand-up for any length of time. It's fantastic. So if you're looking for a nice little comedic afternoon or evening or whatever, I definitely think Rob Brydon is go-to, and I would love to see him stand up live. Oh gosh, Freedomland. I have this obsession with films and novels about missing children. I don't know what it is. This is a fantastic missing child story, and Julianne Moore, and I'm slightly in love with Julianne Moore, and her character, she plays the mother, she just does it so captivatingly. Her performance, definitely one of my favourite of her performances here. The story took a very interesting direction, and I definitely recommend it. Young Freddie Highmore is so adorable. Spiderwick Chronicles was much better than I thought. It's a family film, but I thought it would be very much a children's film. But it is incredible. I haven't read the story, I haven't read the books. But this was brilliant, and it took me a very long time to realise that Freddie Highmore plays both brothers. It's very wonderfully done and really creative. Oh, I love her. Angelina Jolie in Life or something like it. She plays a news reporter who's going through a bit of a rough patch, and she is such a character. She really drives this story forward, and I mean, she has the best wardrobe. She really is phenomenal. I always prefer her with dark hair, but I think she looks wonderful in this, and that's a really vain thing for me to say, but she's fantastic, and it was not, I didn't expect to like it. It was just one of those films I looked at and thought, it'll be alright. Thoroughly loved it. White Noise was interesting. It's about this guy who's recently lost his wife, and then he meets somebody who can communicate with the dead through what appears to be static from television screens, and this guy follows this to try and get in touch with his wife, but then all of these dark presences start coming through, and it's wonderful. Really is great. The ending wasn't entirely what I hoped it would be, but it didn't take away the enjoyment that I felt throughout the film. So penultimately, we have another Winona Ryder. This is Lost Souls. Honestly, I watched this about a month ago. Don't really remember it very well. Like, it wasn't a memorable film. It kind of blends in with a lot of others. It's very similar in terms of possession films. But, I mean, it was fine. I liked it, but it wasn't anything amazing. And lastly, we have one that makes me very upset. This is Wes Craven's New Nightmare, and this basically brings together all of the Freddy Krueger films and goes, let's celebrate Freddy Krueger, and it's not scary, but it is great fun. The child in this has such a really great role in telling the story, and I loved it, and somebody needs to very quickly remake another Freddy Krueger Nightmare on Elm Street film, because I've seen them all, and that's not good. Thank you for watching this DVD unhaul. As you will be able to tell, I enjoyed pretty much all of those. Very fortunate with those ones. If you've seen any of those films, I would of course love to know what you think of them, and any other films you think I should be watching, let me know and I'll speak to you all soon.